So you want to start Amazon FBA and you need an Amazon seller account to be able to sell. Recently, Amazon has been tightening up their seller account approval process, but this can actually be a good thing because it ensures the credibility of the platform and the quality of customer experience. However, this can cause some complications when you are applying for your seller account. That's why I highly recommend you watch this entire video because I'm going to share with you not only the account setup process, but also the important steps to take to make sure your account get approved. When would be a good time to start applying for your Amazon seller account? Many people may think that it is the first step. It's actually not the case. It's way more important to find a profitable product first, then set up your account. But you also don't want to wait too long because this can take some time to get approved. Generally, you want to start applying at least 2 to 3 months before your launch because you will need to generate an SKU code from your Amazon listing, and for that you will need your Amazon seller account. So you definitely want to make sure you have your account ready before you ship out your first inventory. I know now you might be wondering, do I need a business to start Amazon FBA? The answer is no, you don't need to have a business, corporation, or LLC to be able to sell on Amazon. There is actually no official requirement on Amazon for having to have a business to sell. Strictly speaking, you can start selling as an individual right away and keep selling for as long as you want. Eventually though, you should register for a business for taxes and product liability issues, but this is not something that you need to concern right now. Before I share with you my screen to walk you through the account setup process, I want to tell you the common reasons why people always get their account denied so you can prevent this from happening. The number one common mistake that I see a lot of people doing and getting denied because of this is that they don't give 100% legitimate information. For example, many people may claim during the application that they have a business when in reality they don't. I'm going to tell you once again, Amazon doesn't have a requirement of having to have a business to sell with Amazon FBA, and it will ask you if you have a business or you want to sell as an individual during the application process. Many people may choose the option of selling as a business without fully knowing what it means. Later, when Amazon reaches out to ask you for more information such as your business license and you don't have any, it's obvious that Amazon will think that you're lying to them and will definitely ban you from ever selling on the platform. This mistake is a very common one and yet definitely not worth making. There's no need to try to go with the business route as you can start selling as an individual right away. And this principle also applies when you're filling out your address, your phone number, or your banking information. You want to make sure you give Amazon your accurate and most recent information because Amazon will always strictly verify them and you don't want to get your account denied because of this. The second common mistake that can possibly get your account denied is creating your Seller Central account with a brand new bank account. Many people may choose to open a bank account when they're starting a new business. Although this can be good business practice, it is not recommended when you're signing up for your Amazon seller account. The reason is that having a brand new bank account can raise red flags to Amazon and possibly slow down the process or even have your account denied. So if you want to have a separate new bank account for maybe tracking your information or for accounting purposes, you can first register with an existing bank account and later switch it over to a brand new bank account. Another important thing to keep in mind is do not panic if anything happens with your application and keep your communication with Amazon professional. It is normal to see your account being suspended or denied in the process. When this happens, do not worry too much and start harassing the Amazon support team. Sometimes Amazon just might need a few more information or a few more documents from you. So you can simply cooperate and provide them with what they're asking for in clean format. Also, make sure your email communication with Amazon is professional, there's no typos or grammar mistakes. That's why you should absolutely watch the rest of the video to make sure you know exactly what documents to prepare so that when it's time for you to apply, you are 100% ready. Now, let me share with you my screen to walk you through the step-by-step process of creating your Amazon seller account. First, you should go to sellercentral.amazon.com to start the application. But first of all, I actually want to share with you guys how much it costs for you to have access to the Amazon platform. So these are the seller fees that don't include the referral fee and the fulfillment fee. This fee is simply just for accessing the Amazon platform. There's essentially two types of plans. There's the individual plan, which charges you 0.99 per item sold. And then there is the professional plan, which is a fixed fee of $39.99 per month. Now, it's highly recommended that you go with the professional plan, as there is a lot more benefits and features that you can take advantage of. And as long as you're selling more than 40 items per month, it's definitely a lot more worth it to go with the professional plan. Even if, let's say, for example, the first couple of months you don't really hit your revenue goal, you can always contact Amazon seller support team to tell them that you haven't really made that many sales in the first couple of months, and you can try to ask for refunds of the first couple of months of the $39.99 fees. All right, so next, let's start the application process. So you can simply click here, sign up to start an application. So first you will need an Amazon account, as you can see here. It's highly recommended that you have a dedicated email and Amazon account for Amazon FBA, because Amazon will send you all the information and communication about your account via that email. So that's why I highly recommend you to sign up for a new email and a new Amazon account first. But if you already have an account where you sold things on Amazon before, you should totally use that account instead of signing up for a new one, because duplicate seller accounts can cause a lot of complications. Next, let's click sign up to start the application, and you will land on this page. As you can see, these are the information that Amazon will ask you for when you're signing up for your seller account. Your valid government issued ID or passport, your recent bank account or credit card statement, a chargeable credit card, and your mobile phone number. That's why it's always good to look at the application process and see what documents you need to prepare ahead of time. So when you actually start your application, you already have all these documents ready. All right, so let's begin the application. And first, it will ask you your business location. So it's totally fine if you don't have a business. You can just simply put your country of residence. Well, obviously, if you already have a business registered, you can then put the location of your business. But if you don't, you can just simply, well, first make sure that you're living in one of 186 countries that Amazon allowed to sell for Amazon.com, aka the US market. It's also good to know that the US market is the largest marketplace in the world for Amazon, and it makes up 70% of the Amazon sales. So that's why I highly recommend you to start there. For example, now I live in Canada, but I plan on selling in the US. So you should put Canada here if you're living in Canada. Remember that here is not asking you where you're planning to sell for Amazon, but your country of residence. And you can put your business type. So if you have a registered business, you can select the option here, but it's totally fine if you don't have anything set up, no corporation, no LLC or anything. You can simply start selling as an individual. So you can just select none, I am an individual, and then you can put in your personal information here. And then click I confirm everything is correct. Then you can click agree and continue. All right, next is going to ask you some primary contact person information. If you are doing Amazon FBA with a partner, make sure to put one person's information throughout the process. For your phone number, for your name, for your birth date and everything, you should always just use one person's information if you're doing this with someone else. So that you're making sure everything is consistent. So now here you can just put your information, put your country of citizenship. Let's just put Canada here for now. City of birth. Always make sure you are putting in the accurate information and the most updated information for the application. So for your identity proof, it's actually recommended to put passport if you can, as this is just the safest choice to go with. And put the country of issue for your passport information. That's why it's always good to have everything ready when you're applying so that you're not all over the place when you start the application process. You already have all the information you need when you start your application. All right, I'm just going to put a random number here just to show you guys. But always make sure all the information you put in here is accurate. It's exactly the same as your identity proof. And then you can put in your address. So definitely make sure that you're putting in the correct residential address where you can actually receive mails, as most of the time Amazon will send you a paper mail to verify that address is actually yours. And then you can also put in your phone number here. And then it will send you a SMS to verify that this is actually your phone number. So you can just simply input the PIN that they send you and to verify your phone number. Then you can click next. All right, now Amazon is asking you for a chargeable credit card. This is essentially the card that they will use to charge the Amazon seller fee. So if you go with the professional plan, the fee of $39.99 will automatically be deducted from that card per month. So you definitely want to make sure that you put a chargeable credit card, like a viable card that they can actually charge you so that there won't be any issues when they're trying to charge the fees. Okay, so now I'm going to put in a card here. And then click next. Okay. So now it's store and product information. So for your Amazon FBA store name, for now, you can simply just put your name or just any name that you can think of, because you can always change it after. So I would always suggest to use a broad brand name that doesn't limit your product categories. So if ever in the future you want to launch multiple products, it's better to put a generic brand name such as Happy Life or Zen Life instead of Happy Tumblers or Zen Yoga mats, so that you don't have a limit of what kind of product you can sell. So you can always launch more and more products on that under that broad brand name. Okay, so let's just put my name here as the store name, as I can always change it after. Well, if you already have a registered business, then I would highly recommend you to put your business name as your store name. And here it says it's available. And next, it asks you, do you have universal product codes for all your products? Here, you should click yes. Are you the manufacturer or brand owner for any of the products you want to sell on Amazon? So here you also should click yes. And then it will ask you, do you own government registered trademark for the branded products you want to sell on Amazon? Now, if you have trademark, you should obviously put yes, but if you don't, it's okay if you put no as well. It's fine that you put no for now, and if later you want to register for your brand, do like the brand registry, it's definitely recommended, but you don't have to worry too much now. Just put no for now, and then you can always register later for more security. Okay, then next. All right, now it's the identity and address verification. So you want to definitely double check all your information to make sure that it's accurate. so that it doesn't delay your application process. Then it will ask you to upload your passport document and your proof of address. So for this, you should always make sure that you provide the highest quality document possible, meaning that for your passport document, you should make sure that everything is shown on the picture. There's no shadow, there's nothing blocking all the important information. And for your proof of address, you can actually select either your bank account statement or your credit card statement. You should absolutely not use a picture of your statement. You should always make sure that you go on your bank account. Go on the bank website to actually download the document of your statement, the original document of your statement. You should not print the document and take a picture. So this is really important. Definitely remember to get the most high quality, most original document of everything Amazon asks for. So here it's best to choose passport as your identity proof. But obviously you can also use a driver's license. When submitting document like this, make sure you upload both sides of the ID. So if you're going with a passport, make sure you're going to upload both sides of your passport and make sure there's no fingerprint or shadow on the document. And later, Amazon might actually email you for more information, such as a utility bill showing your address or something else, so that they can verify this is your actual address. Well, obviously, there might be a chance that you might be denied, or like your application might be paused in the process. Do not panic. Do not worry too much and start harassing Amazon seller support. This will actually make your application more complicated and even delay your application process. So just make sure that you're always communicating with Amazon in the most professional way possible. Make sure your email communication is always professional. There's no typo, there's no grammar mistakes, and always make sure you do not start a whole new application just because they're asking you for more information or your application gets denied the first time. This will make you get banned. So do not start a new application when your first application is still in the process. Always contact Amazon for any mistake or anything. Also contact Amazon for reasons as to why they deny your application, repause your application, and see if there's just more document that they need to verify your information, or if they need anything else from you so that you can make sure you provide a document to assist the process. It's also important to know that you should never change your phone number or your address right after you get approved for a while. So this can make sure that they don't ban your account or your account don't seem too suspicious to Amazon, as I actually see many people getting suspended or banned because of this. So make sure you keep your phone number, your address for a while after your application is approved. Okay, now let's just simply provide some documents here, just an example. All right, so after you uploaded your documents, you can click next. Okay, so here it says, please connect with the next available Amazon associate to complete your identity verification using a video call. So essentially what's going to happen is that you're going to hop on a call with a Amazon seller support team member to verify all the information so that they can make sure that you are actually who you are living in the address that you provided them with, and also your face, your name, your information matches with everything you put in the application. So make sure that you have all the documents ready. Make sure you are actually staying at the address that you provided them, so that when they send you a mail to verify information, you're able to access that. Alright, so that's all the steps involved in the Amazon account application process. Now, at this point in the video, you might be wondering what are some of the products that you shouldn't sell when you're first starting your Amazon FBA business. That's why your next action step is to watch this video, Products to Avoid Selling, for first-time Amazon FBA sellers. Also, I have a Amazon FBA guide where I walk you through the step-by-step process of starting your Amazon FBA business. If you want to accelerate your results, I highly recommend you download my free guide via the link in my description box. Alright, this is the end of the video and I'll see you in the next one.